We're just gonna wrap it up. We're just gonna wrap up Tears of the Kingdom. Excuse me. I just chugged the last of my coffee. Yeah. I mean, it's been a week and a half. And I've not stopped playing this game. I have just not. And I have a big thing that I have planned for Saturday, and it's made it so difficult to just get any work done. It's like, okay, I'll work on this for like almost an hour, and I'll be like, okay, I need a break. And then I'll just boot up Tears of the Kingdom for like another 6 hours and play until like 1 a.m. I was thinking of farming for some upgrade materials. But I mean, our tunic and pants are max. The only thing that's not max is our hat. And I couldn't find any flowers last night. I found a bunch of rushrooms, but not any swift violets. Which I think are rare, and I was definitely in the wrong areas. I did end up doing Eventide Island last night. I just was like, if it's not what it's not, if it is what I think it is, I'll save it for stream. If it's not, then I'll just do it. And it is different, but you know, it's not anything crazy. Just a little disappointing, but I kind of was expecting it. But you know, maybe there's one somewhere else on the map somewhere that we haven't seen. But a part of me wants to believe that some of those trials where you have nothing are sort of the supplemental of Eventide. The deep hole. Yes, I did think that was going to destroy the whole pillar. Where's our little check mark? Is there like a hole in the wall? Hmm. Oh, I think this is it. Hopefully. Yes. Got lots of likes and horriblins. We are gonna semi-ignore. Actually, maybe we shouldn't. How was that not perfectly timed? You're cheating me, game. I did stock up a little bit on arrows. Great shot. was gonna say, where did they go? And then I forgot they actually on the ceiling. There we go. My timing must have been just a touch off last time. Should probably use these to make a handful of weapons. Hey, cat. Morning. Doing all right. Nothing crazy. I mean, we are going to wrap up Tears of the Kingdom. Not wrap up, but at least finish the story. So I guess warnings if you don't want spoilers. Now's the time to get the heck out of here. Jerk. I find that these elemental keys are way rarer than, like, a lot of enemies. And maybe I'm just not looking in the right spot. Oh, we are fighting you. I don't give a care. Do I have anything? No offense, no defense. Actually, I do have offense. Sword and shield. Easy peasy. This is the default moveset. You know how many of you have fought? Like, a lot. Only move I'm worried about is fireballs. That was a weird jump. Hey, Ika, morning. Again, I know you're playing Tears of the Kingdom. This is the end of it. How do I feel about MK? I'm guessing you mean MK1 that they just announced. I don't know if I'll pick it up. I mean, I really liked MK11, I believe was the last one. I didn't buy Aftermath, though. I didn't get the last sort of chunk of characters and game. I was already kind of done with the game at that time, but I don't know. We'll see. You know, if Street Fighter goes well, I would very much consider going into Mortal Kombat. If we somehow end up in the FGC, I wouldn't mind, but Guilty Gear didn't really do much for the channel, but, you know, it happens. Don't do that. Do this. And Mortal Kombat's always kind of, I don't know. It's fun. Like, the games are not bad. But I feel like it always has, like, very standout characters. Like, hey, if you're not playing this character, you're just gonna get absolutely destroyed. Because I really want to play Scarlet. Oh my gosh, you still had this move? I thought they removed it. I mean, people make cursed things with everything. Street Fighter's just very old, so it has like a very big fan. I mean, Mortal Kombat's really old too. But I don't think Mortal Kombat has as worldwide appeal as Street Fighter. I think Mortal Kombat's mostly North America. Nice shot, kid. That was a new move. This is Big Blast. I remember that. I will. We are using his material. I would like to collect it, but we're using it. What's that? Street Fighter 6 characters are cursed? I like them. You know, I remember when Street Fighter 4 dropped and I was like, "Oh, I don't like any of these characters." But now it's like, man, I really miss El Fuerte and Rufus and Hakan. So like I'm totally fine with like weirdo characters. And like they're not that weird. The weirdest thing is like Marissa has a haircut that's in the shape of a helmet, which I think is so dumb that it's great character design. And like Rufus, like, come on. He's a great guy. This did not work out how I was hoping. I mean, it's really just sort of like the main line. Like Jamie is kind of meh. Luke is all right. They definitely made him look better than Street Fighter 5. Who else is new? I don't want to call her T-Hawk, but I like her. I'm glad we're getting another sort of T-Hawk-esque character. I'm sorry I can't remember her name. JP, I really like JP. In fact, there's a very medium chance that I start playing JP because I do like zoners and I don't like playing Dalsum. So you could say, you could see JP. No, they're not really pushing away from the other characters, and I think Capcom has learned that, you know, people like Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li, they tried to push away before in the first version of Third Strike. The first version of Third Strike. It's just called Street Fighter 3. The first version of Street Fighter 3. That's how ingrained just saying Third Strike is in my brain. They tried to, like, push away. They didn't... I think initially they planned on having no returning fighters. And I think they did early testing, and they're like, where's Ryu? Where's Ken? And I think they slapped them in, like, last minute. And then Third Strike added in Chun-Li. I believe it was Third Strike. I don't think she was in Second Impact. But Capcom knows, like... You know, we kind of need those characters. You know, they make it Street Fighter. Oh, by the way, I remember, like, months ago when we were playing Fighting Game Collection, I'm like, oh, this is, like, the same engine as Third Strike. And they only made 3 games with that. It was Street Fighter 3, Red Earth, and then I'm like, I couldn't remember the third game that they used for their, like, new arcade engine. It was JoJo. JoJo was the third game they used for whatever engine they built for Street Fighter 3. But yeah, Street Fighter will probably not go away from at least Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li. They're gonna stick around. And obviously they've got Dhalsim Guile, E Honda. But there's a lot of returning cast. I should say of like Street Fighter 2. And DJ's back. Blanca. Like there's a lot more, I think. Like Street Fighter 2 characters and new ones. Like we've got Luke, who technically is returning, but technically wasn't even supposed to happen in Street Fighter 5. It was just because of the pandemic. They did an extra season of Street Fighter 5. And clearly they had already started working on Street Fighter 6 at that point, and they're like, you know what, let's put Luke in Street Fighter 5. And that was when, like, you got Dan and, I think that was the season with Akira from Rival Schools, which, thanks Capcom for, some representation of old games in Street Fighter. Way to keep Darkstalkers alive. But also hear talk about people who, like, want Capcom to maybe run simultaneous fighting games. What was the weird guy in 5? There's a handful of weird guys in 5. I think G is a weird guy. But G is probably my Street Fighter 5 character. I would love for him to come back in Street Fighter 6. It will probably not happen since we are now post Street Fighter 3 in the timeline. And G is a mysterious character who maybe has relations to Q and or is Q, but we don't know. And I'm just trying to think of other weird characters in 5. Like I didn't do too much Street Fighter 5. Like I said, I didn't play it at launch. I picked it up on sale, and then, like, I played it for... Oh, Seth. Seth's not weird. Out of all the weird characters, you think Seth is weird. But I think also that was that season with Dan. I think you're right. They added him at that time, or maybe it was Rose. Well, he has other people's moves. That's his thing. Is he has other people's moves. He has like Dulcim's teleport and like stretchy arms. This is Street Fighter. This is my Street Fighter 4 memory, by the way. I have no idea if he does this in 5. He's got Guile's flash kick / somersault. He's in 5, but he has a girl body in 5 because who cares? Someone at Capcom really just wanted it. And I don't know the lore. I think it has something to do with Jury. Since obviously they're returning Street Fighter 4 characters. But I probably number one didn't have Seth to play arcade mode and learn what was up. And there was there's weird button combos you can play as like original Seth, but I don't know like the inputs. And there's some for like other costumes too. But you know, it's not the Konami code. But yeah, if you didn't realize Seth was in Street Fighter 5, yeah, I don't blame you. Power of the Sage cannot reach you. That's fine. I don't use them anyway. Or I did use them a couple times, but like that was it. And they didn't really do much. But the fact that we got Dan in Street Fighter 5, I'm pretty sure he's not making it back. There's no way they're wasting a DLC slot on Dan Hibiki. Or probably Capcom's biggest fighting game. Like, I feel like Street Fighter 6 is going to be huge. Like, I actually already have it, like, pre-purchased. Like, I didn't even buy Street Fighter 5. It looked so meh. And then came out and was meh. Man, they're giving you the good stuff. Oops. Great way to resupply. Man, Seth was kind of busted. In Street Fighter 4. Vanilla. I mean, so many characters were just broken, but man, Seth really. Kind of went off. Also, Ken apparently was really good too. And I didn't look much into it, but I remember playing a lot of Ken's online in vanilla. I just like playing Dan Hibiki. And then if I had to play against a Ken, I would switch to Sagat. Sagat was also really he was also really good in vanilla Street Fighter 4. I think he just had way too much health. I believe that's what they nerfed on him. Laser. But it's been so long. Yeah, I feel like Street Fighter 4 was like wave one of get people into the FGC. And then it didn't happen again until like Strive. Strive was the next big game that was going to get people involved. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, I would still like for Rufus to come back. And El Fuerte. And strangely enough, I feel like... I mean, Sea Viper was in MVC 3, so technically kind of came back. And I don't know if we're counting... Nice. Nice! Jerk has lightning reflexes. Love to see it. I really don't want to fight these guys down here. The Moblin is not bad. It's the hands. It's the hands, and I didn't bring a lot of... I mean, I can just make more right now. Keep forgetting there one time. Yeah, I feel like I weirdly know too much about... But, like, not enough of the Street Fighter timeline. And, like, the characters. And also, like, dev stuff. But, like... Sometimes it's really hard to find, like, information on, like, game development. Usually with, like, Nintendo stuff. But, like, Capcom, it's like... It's like, yeah, you know what? Just, you know, It's pretty well documented. This should do a metric ton. Scare the wraps off Gibdos? No problem. How did that touch me? Why did that do so much damage too, by the way? So let's try this again. How far will this reach? If I shoot at the very last guy, how big is it going to be in the room? Kind of big. And also they died. No comment. Gloom Lair. I'm assuming this is probably Zelda's torch from the start of the game. Great little detail, Nintendo. Demon King army. The Ganon theme? Don't hit me. Big dum-dum. I was thinking it, and then realized I don't really have anything attached. Is there anything I can pick up? Yes. Actually took my kill. Dude, you know, Bo, get over here. You know what? You're good enough. I tried. I think maybe a flamethrower on the construct would be good, but you think the game's gonna give me a chance? We're doing it again. We're doing it again. But this time, I think it'll work because we're not, you know, we're not 3 feet away. We're 7 feet away. Gotta get a little bit of extra distance. Jerk. Nice hit. Just gonna give him that one. That was just a good hit.
That gloom, it means but one thing, the Demon King. Huh?
More obstacles in our path, but our foe is mistaken if he thinks this will stop us.
We have fated to fight these beasts. Don't worry about us. Link, we'll take care of this, Goro! You ready to see the power of a sage?
We'll be fine. We already beat them once. This'll be a breeze for sure.
It is time, Link. The rest is up to you.
Gloom's origin.
How disappointing. This world should be shrouded in darkness, not bathed in insufferable light. All these weak, peace-loving cowards running rampant. It would have been more satisfying to overcome a worthy foe.
Regardless, I will reshape this world as it was meant to be. I will crush any opposition. I will rule. That is what a king must do. Do not look away. You witness a king's revival. And the birth of his new world.
He stole my move?
Pathetic. It's over.
That's the spin. I haven't fought Phantom Ganon with a spear, or I did, but like there's like a bunch of them. You're done, buddy.
What a feeling. I'd almost forgotten the thrill of battle. That feeling as blood surges in my veins. And I am not even nearing the limits of my power. Enjoy these final moments. I will be taking far more than you're on this time.
I didn't catch it the last time, but I definitely see why people thought this was maybe gonna be Demise.
I will deal with you all at once.
Oh my gosh, his health bar's like twice as long. Ooh, I can deflect those back. Just a big smash. Jerk.
Settle this now, Ganondorf.
I had my bow out and was also targeted on the wrong guy. Is a big smash again? No, it's that move. Wonder, will this work? Absolutely not. That was a two-piece. You could tell that one was a two-piece. Go back to the sword. The sword's easy. The room constantly draining my health, though, is a little concerning. Permanently lost? Not like permanent, like can't heal. Like it's just gone. But I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Man, I'm really bad against his moves. I should have fought more Phantom Ganons. Jerk. There we go. What? That's... Look at the direction of his sword. Don't be dumb. You gonna dodge it again? You gotta hit him with a two-piece. Way too early. Way too late. Dude, it's tough. You just have to get his timings down. Thankfully, that like kind of caught us up. Okay, I thought he was gonna do his other slash. There we go. Is it? All right. Well, I don't want to say that I called it, but you knew it had to happen. I see his weak spots. But you knew it had to end like this. Here comes the Nintendo sax man. With a little bit of Ganon in there. I mean, I'm pretty much speechless at this point. Think I'm dumb. Well, I am pressing the wrong buttons, but beside the point. This is not doing as much damage as I thought it was going to do. Okay, he moved. He moved. Thanks. Ooh, you know how it's gonna end. You knew how it had to end. Hello? Thank you. almost cool.
Link, how are you? I was... I reached you, after all. He's gone. The Demon King. I'm not in a dream, right? You did it. Oh, Link, you really did it. But how am I... No, I understand. I had been sleeping all this time. When I felt something, like a warm, loving embrace, I woke up. Thank you. Link, I met such wonderful people. I saw Hyrule as it was. I have so much to tell you. So much happened. Oh, Link, I'm home.
I'm speechless. Oh, where do I start? Where do I start? Great bookends. Obviously the start and the end parallel. Great ending. Great story. I would say would have liked a twist, a little bit of a twist. Not like anything crazy, but something that I, wouldn't have expected. But they did put the pieces there for you to find if you were looking for them. That was really good. And I mean, we're not even done, but oh, where do I begin? This game is just great. It was just great. Just flat out improvement over Breath of the Wild, which was already great. And we're getting a post credit. I'm talking like it's over, but we're getting a post credit. I'm doing my best to try and remain composed. 'Cause, it was a little emotional. It was like 100. I finally got to see my playtime, and we're over 110 hours played, and that's not even streamed. That's also me just running around underground, and you guys didn't see it at all. I mean, it's so hard to tell. Like, I don't know where they could take the Zelda franchise now. Like, I'm glad it didn't end on a cliffhanger. I don't think the Breath of the Wild format is going away, but I don't see how they could top a mechanic like Ultra Hand. It kind of feels like it would have to be the series staple at this point. But you know, we're a ways off. You know, Zelda's going away. Another 5-6 years for the next big, you know, mainline drop. You know, we'll definitely get something in between. Most likely, probably a remake. I would like to see something like kind of remake, but kind of revamped. You know, maybe if they basically had Breath of the Wild game. I think I mentioned this, but now I don't know. I might have talked about it with someone else. Like, just like Breath of the Wild, it's the same engine, same kind of world, but it's just Zelda 1. Like, same caves, same items, and it's structured basically like Zelda 1, but it's Breath of the Wild. I think that would be a great in-between game. And I would imagine wouldn't take that long because it's very minimalist. You would just have to basically make a handful of items in the map and the dungeons. And you know, I would love that. I don't think Zelda would ever go back to a linear style format. Like, the temples were great. Well, the 4 main ones, air quotes, 4 main ones were great. The Goron one was kind of the one that was throwing me off the most, just because it was more, I would say more physics based. But Wind Temple, great. Thunder Temple, great. Water Temple, actually really good. And Goron one was okay. I think if I had encountered the solutions to the problems I was having, like before getting to the temple, I would probably have been like, okay, this is the solution. A little bit too, I would say they give the solutions a little bit too much. But in a game where you can make your own solutions, you can kind of ignore it and try something else. So, whatever. It was good. The dungeons were better, bosses were better. Still plenty of Dark World to explore, but I can't imagine there being too much left down there. Definitely we have some treasures to collect, but like that's about it. Just some treasures and obviously light roots for completion. Yeah, that Spirit Temple. It is good. And it has really good puzzles. I just wish it was themed a little bit better. I just wish the theming was a little bit better. It kind of falls back to the Divine Beasts where it's not that it was the same as every other temple, but it's the same as all the other underground, which we've been in for hours. So having a temple there in the environment is not, you know, something I'm looking for in a temple. The punch out fight was good. I will say the punch out fight was good. You're right, Prisma. Thank you for jumping in. You say sort of like punch out. I'm just like, it is punch out. It was just punch out. If you watch, I think it's yesterday's or the day before's VODs where I'm just like, oh, it's Mike Tyson Punch Out. I just said it immediately. No problem. I know it's kind of, it's one of those games where you don't want to say much or even see much. But man, just to clear him, just like very rarely do you get a game where it's 2 step forwards and like no steps back. I would say again the freebie trials, where you just walk in and you get it after like maybe like a room of enemies. A little bit. There's Monolith. Shoutouts to Monolith, the heroes of Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, just some of the freebies. Some of them feel deserved. And then some of them just feel like, what the heck? That was one room. Or like, you just gave me the solution and I just flew the thing over there and got it. So I would say the amount of freebies is not great, but there's still so much. You know, even like the Booble gems, like I've got all the equipment and he's like, I've got nothing else. But there's 90 more caves. And I'm like, are you 90 more caves? And I have everything you're given. So there's plenty more caves, plenty more Koroks. We only have like just under 300 Koroks. And we're still missing like 30-ish shrines. I'm probably going to stop talking because we're getting a new scene in probably a second. After this last scene. Yeah, 300. We're just under 300. We're like 300 or 270-ish. There it is, the end. No question mark.
I can't believe such an impressive landmass can float in the sky. Just when I thought I'd started to figure the Zonai out.
Everyone, I am glad I was able to bring you all here. I wanted to share this view of Hyrule with all of you.
Whoa! I've never been this far up before, Goro.
Wow, what a sight it is. And Zelda, you were roaming the skies all along?
Yes, although I don't really remember. I never thought I would actually stand here again.
This is only a theory, but Raru's power of light and Sonia's time power. For Zelda to transform back, they both must have channeled their abilities through you, Link.
I see.
Now it seems it is my time.
Minoru!
Do not worry. You have overcome the burden my era left to you. You have proven yourself, and you no longer need me. I know I can move on, join Raru and the others, and the world will be safe.
To support Princess Zelda and safeguard the land of Hyrule.
Ravu and Sonia will be happy to hear of this.
But Minoru,
And now let them know just how much you care. Thank you all.
King Rauru, Queen Sonia, Minoru, the ancient sages. They wished not only to save Hyrule from the Demon King, but for it to see eternal peace. I will dedicate myself to that goal. Now and for all time. My friends, with all of your strength, stand with me.
Oh, that Zelda Ocarina of Time turnaround almost got me. That almost got me. That almost got me to crack. I know that's what that was. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, I always, like, kind of kept... I don't keep it secret, but I don't bring it up all the time. But I always thought Skyward Sword had the best story in Zelda. I think I really held that one above the rest, regardless of how people feel about the game or how I feel about the game. Oh, but Tears of the Kingdom. Man. What a journey. What a ride.